second, or building the Ministry Magic. Once again, the third and fourth bags. So the first one looks like it's going to be Umbridge's office, which is probably the section I'm most interested to build, because I want to see how exactly that's done in such a small space. So same size for the previous ones, and Harry Potter minifigure for the set. Quite a few pink pieces. I feel like not as much pink as you might think would be in Umbridge's Ministry of Magic office. Okay, there we go. Alright, can this minifigure hit? Nice getting different expression for Harry Potter. Bit of leg printing on this figure with the existing coattail pieces, so that's nothing special, but it's nice that there actually is some leg printing here. I don't know about the face print or any. Actually, of course, it is an exclusive face print because you need to have that Harry Potter face behind it. There's the figure there. That really is not helpful at all, but there it is. I'm surprised they don't have you going back from the previous bags to get these wands. I feel like that's usually a case, or do they not do it on larger sets and only do it on smaller sets? I'm not sure. Okay, I can't remember if it was something in Diagon Alley. There's no way it would have been something with Diagon Alley with how big that set was. So that's starting with a little bit of pink carpet here. I like how it looks so far. It for sure feels a bit small, but other than that, I think it's pretty good. I really like these dark green masonry bricks. I don't know how expensive they are, but I was looking at the lavender colored ones, which I don't think there's any pieces here to compare. But the color that was used for Weasley's Wizard Wheezes, and I'm sure that they brought them back for the new one. But yeah, that's one of my favorite masonry bricks, and I was looking at the prices of those, and they're pretty expensive to get a fair few of them. I feel like I've seen some Lego stores get them for the Pick-a-Brick walls, and I think for Pick-a-Brick it's really release day that, or like when they put out new parts, you need to be there like early on if you're gonna actually get parts. This one seems like it's built a bit more interestingly. But yeah, it's gonna be a really tight space for this Umbridge's office, but I hope that even in that tight space, they're able to do some good stuff with it. Because so far, there's a decent amount of pink in there, but I don't know, like, for the sticker sheet, there's a lot of cat stickers, or maybe not a lot, there's 3, which I will call the white one. Let's see. We'll call this one Olivia, this one in Meredith or Benjamin. I guess that reference will only cater to a specific group of people. One thing in this stream that I guess I can talk about is the Ahsoka show now. So that, I've really enjoyed the first few episodes of that. It was really fun. And I'm excited to do that each Tuesday night. especially now that I actually can. It will be nice. Um, until October, I like having weekly shows like that. It's fun. And especially ones that I'm enjoying. Like, there was Secret Invasion. I watched the first few episodes, and I haven't watched episodes since. I honestly enjoyed the few episodes that I watched. I guess I just wasn't really interested, and I was a bit busy, so I didn't get to. But seems like the same ideas here for the. Yeah, it's pretty much the exact same build for the windows. I think it is the exact same. So that makes sense. But yeah, there is really not a lot of floor space for Umbridge's office. Like, there it is. That I'm assuming that pretty much all you're going to have is that pink carpet right at the base of it, which is a little bit disappointing. Yesterday I was looking at Facebook Marketplace on some Lego, and I saw a cool 3-in-1 microfighter pack with some of the Rebels ones. The Resistance X-Wing, which I guess is not. And funny, one of the few microfighters I actually own. But it had the Ghost, the ATDP, and then that X-Wing. And it was $150. Like, it's a cool thing, those 3-packs and stuff, so I feel like it's a reasonable price for it. I just like things like that. It's cool. Yeah, these sections seem to come together pretty quick. Where's the There it is. Yeah, I like this set so far. There's a few other sets. I was looking at some architecture sets because I really want to get Falling Water. But the Falling Water architecture set is honestly pretty poor. Like, it's all tan, and there's a few trans clear pieces for water. But, like, if they did it now, I think they could do such a better job on Falling Water. And I'd like to see a remake of it, because I think Falling Water is really cool. And, like, there's just more colors to it than tan. So I don't know why. Like, I'm sure dark tan was a thing, and brown was, of course, a thing. I don't know why they just went with tan. It doesn't make sense to me. And I think they need to do a bit more with the water now, because it's just clear, and it's just sort of flat and still, and there's nothing really going on. So I think adding some blue in there and just making it feel a bit more alive, sort of what you need to do there. But yeah, I was also looking at the Sydney architecture set. That's one that I'd like to get. The architecture sets are quite expensive, but I think they're really fun sets, and probably I think they're worth it. I have a few. I've got the Trevi Fountain is my oldest one, and then I've got London, Paris, Singapore, I believe, and then I'll get New York soon before it retires, since that's still out. And maybe the White House. I just haven't seen that one all too often. And then there's the new Hijimi Castle, I believe, and that looks quite nice. I don't plan on getting there are two, the Taj Mahal and I can't think of the name now. But yeah, both of those are a bit of the more expensive ones. I like the city skylines a lot. I'd love a Toronto one. That would be really fun for me. And I saw a one on Studio on Bricklink that looked really good. They did the CN Tower really nice, And I thought the Rogers Center was absolutely amazing, and the level of detail that they had in it was just so, it was really quite well done. Yeah, I really like those, the architecture sets, especially the city skylines, I think more than the big ones. And I think this year, there's two, the promo, the Wonders of the World promo, and then the castle. I wish we got a skyline each year, because I think they're just so great. I don't know how the theme performs. Like, it's obvious that it does decent, because they've kept London and New York and even Paris on shelves for so long. Now, of course, those are huge, like, icons, I guess, but, like, they're taking up shelf space for those for many years, so it's clear that they at least do somewhat well, and they're obviously pretty successful in the secondary market with how expensive they are. And I don't know if it's just maybe people find they're too expensive for how much they are, and they're all small pieces. I don't know. I really enjoyed the theme, and I wish it got a bit more to it. And there's still some that I really want to get, like Toronto's up there for me, and I don't know why they haven't done it. But yeah, just being so close to Toronto, I'd love to get a Toronto architecture set. Alrighty. Okay, so you have a desk. Like, honestly, Umbridge's office, to me, I hate Umbridge, but, like, her office is really cool. And just the circular aspect of it, the desk in the middle with all the cat plates, it's a really cool set, I find, and it's honestly a bit better than I thought it was going to be, but it's not great. I wish it was better. So, a Ministry of Magic. Oh, that's Mad-Eye Moody. Oh, it says MM, but like I was looking at I was thinking MM as when I saw the MM on the paper as Ministry of Magic, but the MM seems to stand for Mad-Eye Moody. But you can easily tell by the photo because you can see the hair, but also the glasses. It's a cool sticker. I like cool stickers like this. It's fun, especially that thing that I need to check the price of because I saw it yesterday when I was looking at things. Is the Harry Potter promo? The staircase, the grand staircase one. They were selling it for $90, and that seems quite high to me. Like, I know the Diagon Alley is around that, the mini Diagon Alley. But that one I didn't think was that high. Like, I feel like the last time I checked it, it was around $50. So I need to check that one to see if that's actually the price of it. It's a cool one. Talking about really cool stickers, that one has really, really cool stickers that are exclusive to the thing. And, like, it's cool. Like, the Hermione minifigure is nothing special, but... Okay, so we're making the walls pink. Almost finished this, actually. First cat picture. Who's this one? This is Olivia. There's the sticker. Alright, you know, it's small, but it's a lot better than some of the others, or at least the one other that we've had here, the court interrogation room, or courtroom. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot better. You know, it's pink, which is what you want. There's no play space, but you know, there's actually a bit of stuff going on here, which I like. Who do we have? Okay, it's this one. Okay, so we'll call this one Meredith and the other one Olivia. They designed these cats way too much to sort of look like the three of them, and I'm certain that the designer did that on purpose. Meredith. Yeah, look way too much like him. I'm convinced. Like, this was the office that I wanted to look the best, because I just thought it was the most interesting. Now, I don't know if they have the desk area in here, and I'm assuming they don't, because it would be right outside of Umbridge's office. Like, I feel like a big part of Umbridge's office that you don't have integrated here is the eye pot. Now, that might be a bit too far and a bit something they wouldn't do, but here it is. I don't love how I place one, the top cat there. What do we call that one? We called that one Meredith. Like, it's, you can see it through the window. But yeah, it's small, but at least it actually has a bit going on, which you can't say for some of the others. So, our first full tower of the build. You know, that's sizable. That's tall. That's not too bad. Now, you look in here, there's not a ton going on. Like, I'm sure you could take this off and sort of spread it out a little bit, make your own scenes, and make it a little bit bigger. So I guess, like, it all has this modular aspect where you can take everything off relatively simply. So you could just pop this section off, pop this, and if you wanted to do an interrogation scene, you could pop the desk off and then the chair and just make this scene like a bit bigger, and feel a bit bigger. So I think that's good, that it's the modular aspect, so that even though the inside is small, you can make it bigger once you take it off. So yeah, I like that. Oh, one of my favorite and most minifigure I'm really excited for is Corbin Yaxley. I love getting new characters and a cool and interesting one like this. Not that. Oh, we got some of the undesirable #1 parts. Oh, it looks like this is one section and then the fountain. The sad fountain. So I don't know what the base of this section is. I'm assuming it's just a spot where they sort of hand out the undesirable #1 newspapers. But Yaxley's a nice figure. No leg printing or anything, but I like this. There's his face. Is this any sort of exclusive? No, I've seen that face a bunch. I always like this hairpiece. Reminds me of Will Turner as well as Gibbs. Oh, I love the Lego Pirates of the Caribbean theme. I would love to see it return. You know, I don't love this face print for him. It looks way too old. He's got gray eyebrows. It's not terrible, like he's grumpy and he's... Oh, that torso print is really nice with the M and the skull. That's a really nice torso print. It's a nice figure, honestly. Some leg printing would be nice, and I don't know why they didn't just add the coattail piece. But the printing on that torso is really nice. One of the better torsos that I've seen. So, okay, so something's sort of being... I need to look at... Before I do certain things with this set, I need to just see the two versions of the fountain to see which one this is trying to be. Because, like, it has the wizard at the top, right? And there's no other things going on, which makes me think that it's crushing the Mudbloods. But you can't show that in a Lego set. But then they have these frogs underneath that are kind of like small things underneath that make me think it's like they're crushing the Mudbloods. Who knows? A lot of dark green in this set. And these gunmetal gray ingot pieces, which are nice. Ooh, that's a nice one. This is fun. That's a cool piece. Interested to see what we get for Harry Potter next year. I think right now my top theme that I'm interested in has to be Star Wars, and then Speed Champions. And Marvel and DC always stay there, so I'm like really excited to see what the sets for DC are next year. Like if it's Batman the Animated Series stuff, I am so excited to get that and get all the characters. I think it'll be really fun. I feel like even if it's not, there might be... I really feel that there's going to be a Batmobile from it, which I'm really excited for. We've got so many Batmobiles lately, and I'm so happy about it, because I love getting all these different Batmobiles. And I know people's complaints with DC is that all it is Batman, but, you know, if we're going to get Batman sets, I like good Batman sets like that. I'm pleased with the theme, if that's how it is. And this year was honestly pretty solid, with the good polybag right here, the Batwing and the Batmobile. The 4+ set was alright. More Golden Wand pieces. But yeah, I'm excited to see what the 5 sets are for next year. Of course, one of them being that Skyline set, which looks really good. Looks like a really solid set. Yeah, it sort of feels like this is the wizard standing above creatures like Mudbloods and other things that they deem lower. House elves. Any magical creature that's not a pure blood wizard. Alright, there's your fountain. Very small, but, you know, it doesn't look super tiny against a minifigure, which is good. Because if it did, it would look even more ridiculous, but it's not super. Yeah, I'm interested to see for Harry Potter next year what goes on with that. And, yeah, I think a Durmstrang ship is really at the top of my list. I'd like a Malfoy Manor as well. But a Durmstrang ship is definitely right up there. For me, is probably like my number one thing that I'd want. I'm interested. I feel like from all the rumors we've gotten, I feel like I can't remember Harry Potter as being one of them. There might have been set numbers and stuff, but I really don't know. But it's usually a small wave anyways, so we'll see. But I don't see any reason why it would end. Um, I, I want to do, but, you know, I don't see any reason why it will. Just seems to do pretty well. But, yeah. Excited to see. Star Wars sounds really good, honestly, I think, next year. To me, at least, it sounds really cool. I guess for January, the only set I'm interested in is that clone set. Which I feel like I'm hearing more and more that it's going to be plain clones. Which I thought that was never confirmed, but I feel like I keep hearing that. And if that's the case, I am really excited for that. I think they're going to look great. You don't have to worry about a printing issue with those. Of course, if they have helmet holes, you're going to have complaints. Ow. Complaints on that. But even with those, I don't think they'll look terrible. Because, like, I look at the Shock Trooper, and I think that clone honestly looks really solid. Of course, it has those, but it looks better than most that have had them. But yeah, I'm really interested in that set. Just a perfect, like, it's the perfect prequel army builder. Getting multiple droids and multiple, I think it's 3 and 3 for the droids. Which, if that's the case, that's just, it's really good. There's nothing I really can say too bad about it, really. It sounds like a good one. Okay, so it's here. I believe the build is supposed to be some sort of low ARC 170s type of build, which will be interesting to see. If it's sort of similar to the Y-Wing from Yavin, or a microfighter style build, or a mini build similar to the one that was in the Jedi and Clone Battle Pack. We'll see, but I'm honestly quite excited for that set, especially if everything comes to pass with how it sounds, because it sounds like a really solid set to me. That will be my clone army building set. I feel like plain white clones in a cheap set. Like, it's a $40 set instead of a $20 set, but, or actually, I believe so in the US it would be $30 instead of $20 for battle packs, which that's a really good price for considering how much more you seem to be getting minifigure wise with the Super Battle Droids. But yeah, it'll be $40 Canadian unless some price bump happens, and that seems like a really fine price to me, considering that the 501st Battle Pack was the same price, and you're getting less in the build department, certainly, but more in the minifigure department. And I think for a set like that, it really is what is important, because I don't care about a million A8 ATRTs, turrets, swamp speeders, speeder bikes, or little ARC 170s. I'm excited to see what the little ARC 170 looks like. If it's anything like a microfighter, honestly, I think I'm gonna really like it and want to have just a bunch of these little things flying next to each other on stands, and I think they look really cute together. Yeah, I'm honestly really excited for that set. I really like how this section is looking. Is it an elevator? I think it is. It might not actually be an elevator, but that's just what I'm sort of thinking they're going for here. Oh, breaking the set. Oh, shit, what did I break? That's what I broke. So I should have one more of these streams, I think, tomorrow, which should be fun. be able to do more of these. I'm thinking maybe I'll have time to do one for some of the let's say Rebels, Ahsoka sets, because I'll be going to the Lego store on September 1st. Saying that I'm getting them is not a known fact, so I'm trying to get both the Ghost as well as the T6 shuttle. Gonna go there early, and yeah, we'll see how it all goes. I'm getting there early. Like, I'm getting there like an hour early, and I honestly don't care if I'm waiting as long as I get the sets. So I've had some pretty poor release days, I'd say, in the last little while, and I don't want to have that again. So my goal, so maybe it's not an elevator, and it's just, I don't know what it is, but I really love this section. I don't know why, it feels like it has depth, and I can't say that about any of the other parts. It feels like it actually has a bit of depth, and I like that. It has the same amount of depth of any other part, but there's slope pieces used in different shapes, and it just feels like it has a lot more depth than any other parts of this set, which I like. So I guess this being, bag number 4, there's 3 more. I'll finish this set on the next stream, which will be nice. I think, except for, actually, no, I finished the Batwing on stream. But I haven't actually finished that many sets on stream. Yeah, this first section of this one is looking pretty solid. I like it. These undesirable number 1 prints for sure a highlight of this set. I'm not 100% sure if, okay, I don't know what I was trying to, let's see. I'll bend away. No, not helping. Okay, that's that. Didn't work. Okay, so 4 of these stacks of newspapers. I'm liking this Harry Potter set. I liked last. I still need to get the Shrieking Shack, and then there's the small set with Luna. And I believe that's it for what I want from Harry Potter from last year. I need to look into it to make sure of that, but I believe it's just the Shrieking Shack. I'm not sure how expensive the Shrieking Shack was. I'm not 100% sure if it's more expensive for I think it might be. I might be wrong here, but I believe it was 120 Canadian. This was 130, so a little bit less. Now, the minifigures in that set seem pretty solid, with the highlight for me being the Werewolf Lupin. I always love getting Remus Lupin. I need to check how much that arm-printed Harry is from the recent set. The Patronus set. So here it is. Honestly, I really like this section. I must say this newspapers feel a bit flat. I wish you could have one sort of scattered a bit like this, and then, well, of course you can do anything with the others, but yeah, I honestly really like this section. So, here it is. 2 spots, so I guess we could go like this if we wanted to, and now this. Move these back to back. Got a little bit of depth there. Of course, knocking off one of the parts. Yeah, I'm enjoying this set. How did I have to put this one? Okay. So I need to go check some Bricklink prices on some of these things. Arm printed Harry, which is going to be elevated right now, just like I'm sure arm printed Bo-Katan is. Which I want to get, but she seems a bit expensive right now. But if I can get it for like $20, I'll do it instead of paying $60 for the set that I just don't give a shit about. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So, prices that I need to check. Actually, let's change this up because I have a bit of time. Here's the ministry. Let's put this right here. Why? I don't know. Pew. Okay. Computer, here. Hello, computer. Let's go. Research time. So, what I'm going to look at is Bricklink prices of certain things, if I can actually remember exactly what it is that I'm looking for. Bricklink, where are you, Bricklink? Why can't I find you? How are you tuned? Oh yeah, I still have like 30 minutes for this stream. I don't remember my password. Let's see. It's not gonna work. It worked. Wow. Okay, so let's move this down a little bit. Okay, a bit too down. Okay, can still go down. There we go. So, first is staircase. I'm gonna have to go into set. It worked. Oh, okay. It was a bit expensive at 90, but it's not. Crap. Shoot, I should have bought that when I could. The cheapest one in Canada on Bricklink is $80. Let's see, is that a seller in non-tierable? No, okay. Interesting. 84, 90, 92. Why the hell are you charging $220 for it? Doesn't really make any sense for me. Bricks and minifigs. Okay, so it's more expensive than I thought it was. Okay, Bricklink, minifigures, Harry Potter, and the Goblet of Fire. And the Goblet. No, wait, no, it's not Goblet of Fire. It's Prisoner of Azkaban. Year summary, 2023. Arm-printed Harry. That is arm-printed Harry, right? Yeah. That render looks stupid. Okay. It's not too expensive. $15 to $20. That's not too bad. How much is this set? This is my new stream, looking at Bricklink prices. This is fun. Lego. There's the garbage truck in the back. It's garbage day today, if you hear that. Harry Potter. I want to check the price of that and also what else is out now that I might be missing. So, Hogwarts mini scale. Don't need to get that yet. Dobby, kind of want to get, but I don't need. Hedwig. I don't really need both. Okay, so it's a $90 set. Yeah, yep. I think Remus is also exclusive. Actually, no. He probably came in the Shrieking Shack because he doesn't come up when I click on 2023. So I'm sure that if I go back here and go to 2022. Yeah. Okay, so I'm... Maybe not. I thought there was a Remus Lupin in this set. Am I wrong about it? Okay, so he has a sweater. Because there's a Remus exclusive to the Hogwarts Express. Like, why doesn't he come up? Lupin. No, that's Lumpin. Lupin. That's how you spell him, right? Minifigure. I have the older Lupin. Okay. Okay, so this one, okay, so there is one in the Shrieking Shack. Then there's one, so that was the original 2018 one. Okay, so there's 4. That's the Shrieking Shack one. And this with the sweater, which also has that terrible render. He's pretty expensive too. Like, he's not expensive, really. He's $15 to $20 as well. Interesting. Okay. But yeah, that's still cheaper than buying the whole set that I don't really want. Chamber Secrets, have that. Don't need that. Hogwarts Express. Grimmauld Place, have that. Weasley's Wizard Wheezes, don't need that. Battle of Hogwarts just came out. Okay, Dumbledore's Office is probably retiring. It's r/Lego Leaks, my favorite subreddit, and a good list of things retiring. So let's check Harry Potter, shall we? Creator, art, records, city, creator, Disney, dots, Duplo, friends, Harry Potter, there we go. Build your own castle, Polybank, don't have that, need to find that. Quidditch, Fortune, that's what it was, the name was. Hogwarts, Dumbledore's Office. Hogwarts, that's not retiring. Okay, perfect, so I don't need to get that. Room of Requirement shouldn't be retiring, right? I don't have it, but, Dumbledore's Office, Chamber Secret, what? Okay, Shrieking Shack, is that retiring? Oh, Grimmauld Places, it has to be. It's not? Interesting. Okay, gives me a bit of time. Hospitaling. That one, it's got to be retiring, it's a small one. Okay, so the only one that I actually really need to prioritize is the Carriage and Thestrals, the small, low one. There's a few larger ones like Dumbledore's Office and the Shrieking Shack that I sort of need. Do I really need Dumbledore's Office? Let's see. What do I get with Dumbledore's Office? It's only, honestly, one of the better modular systems with the shape of it. That's a sad attempt at Dumbledore's Office, the library. But you get Filch and Prince and Dumbledore that might be exclusive. It's $100, it's not like... I think that's an exclusive Dumbledore. Oh, and you also get Mrs. Norris, the special print. Yeah, I think I'm sold on that one. So next, what did I say next? So we saw the promo, we saw those 2 minifigures. They're both more, well, let's see how much Bo Katan is. She's dropping a little bit. There's only 16. $45. How much is this set? Spider tank. Here's another gray spider tank. It's actually called Spider Tank. It's $65. I just don't want that build. Okay, next one. I was gonna check those microfighters. Ghost, which is gonna come up with the Ghostbuster. It filled in the blanks for Ghostbusters. Ghost. Star Wars. I should just be using a different... There it is. So it's a sealed one. Okay, no, there's none. Okay, let's see, is there one in North America, potentially? Can I click North America? I can. Sealed one in the US. Shoot. $87. Okay. ATDP set microfighter. Okay, that one's not as expensive. Put in North America again. new, 25, that's in the US. Canada. Cheapest one in Canada, sealed, $40. Okay, so that's what, 90, 40, 130. And then the X-Wing, which I'm assuming is not resistance. X-Wing. Assuming that that's not expensive. It's a sequel set. There's no way that one's overly expensive. Set. There it is. Let's put in Canada. There's more options for this one. Sealed new, $25. We're already up to 150 there, so it's worth it. Just based off that, and then you get the 3-in-1 set. 3-in-1 set. Can I do sub-theme? Is that it? No, that's the other one. They had two there. They had the original trilogy one, I think, and then this. Yes. Shoot. Ooh. Okay. The cheapest one there is $250. So $150. That's... I'd have to send them a message on that. That seems like a really good price. Okay, so that's that. Are there any other things that I was really interested in? So the promo. Bricklink. Back, I went out of it. Okay, so I looked at Harry Potter. Star Wars. I want to look at those architecture sets. I have no idea. Oh, it's A's. Hey, oh, there it is. 66. Wow. Falling Water. 2009. 51. Like new, built once, never displayed. No box, no instructions. $135. That's the cheapest one. I think I saw one for around that price. The instructions. Okay. Oh, so they've made two White Houses. That one's a lot smaller than the new one. And then the other one, Sydney, which I believe came out in 2017. Let's see how much the Sydney Opera House architecture set. Oh, that's not a 6-1 set. 100% complete. No instructions. All pieces in good condition. Well shipped. Partially dismantled. This. Okay. Here's one in Canada for $60. Do I want this? It's kind of cool. I kind of want this. Let's see. BC. You know, the one that I wanted to check was Sydney. So New York came out in 2016. Sydney, 2017. Whoa, it only has 361 pieces. Wow. $130 for the first one that I see here again. Which, oh, cool. They're close. Really close by. Star Wars. One thing, oh, okay, this was another thing I kind of want to check. Let me keep that in. I wanted to look at Star Wars buildable characters, because I wanted to see how much General Grievous was. A really nice one, honestly. I think it's one of the best. Buildable figures, 32 of them. How much is Jango? think Boba is expensive. I'll go back to Grievous, but I just want to see Boba because I think he's quite a bit. Where's Boba? Where the hell is Boba Fett? Oh, there he is. I think this was one of the last ones, so I think it's a little bit more limited and probably just retired the year it was released, just like the Scout Trooper and Speeder Bike. Oh, it's not that expensive. Okay, next, the one I really wanted to check, which I saw at the convention that I was at recently. I don't know how much they bought it for. I kind of wish I had gotten it. That is certainly the best buildable figure set. Like, it looks like just something you could have. So the cheapest one is $41. It's not giving me much hope in how much this is gonna cost. Let's just see. 50. Okay. Alright. It's not too bad. So, okay. So the cheapest sealed one is 100. I don't care about it being sealed at all. So it's 60, 65. Oh, this is the same one that had Sydney. Holy shit. The Ewok Village. $900. Wow. Blue Milk Luke. Is Blue Milk Luke actually that expensive? Wow. How interesting. Ooh, that's a cool one. Nebulon B, $200 sealed. The MIDI one, I guess. That one's fun. No. I knew it was expensive. I did not think it was that expensive. This guy has some cool stuff. I'm gonna save them on my browser so I can check it. But one thing that I wanted to check was the helmet. But this fell over here. Why is it so expensive? Like, the guy that I was just looking at on Bricklink seemed to have pretty decent prices on stuff. TIE Fighter. I should say Pilot. Pilot. It's a nice set. Oh, what? The cheapest one is $250. And that's used. 300. So that's that. What the? Oh, whoa. What? Wow. Like, I know that one was like a Walmart exclusive or something. But you could get it the whole time that it was available. Like, it... Brickset gives me how long it was available for, so let's check that. Why? Pop-up advertisements. I think that's because I'm not signed in. Fighter, Pilot, Helmet. prices are really low. April to December. That's a solid almost 2 years. Why? Okay, let's see. Anything? Okay, I believe it was this set. Like, I believe it was exclusive to Walmart or something. Or somewhere. Wow, that's interesting. So that's the most expensive helmet set. Wow. How much is a Stormtrooper? Not too bad. Even the Stormtrooper is pretty expensive. Boba's been available for a while. Yeah. Yeah, Boba's pretty cheap. All the others are still available, I think. At least I think they are. Well, that's something. I knew the TIE Fighter pilot was expensive, but I didn't think it was that expensive. Like, you have those Imperial dish pieces right there, and it's a cool one. But why is it worth that much? Like, I feel like there's certain things, like you look at Revan. He costs about what? You could get a Darth Revan minifigure or a TIE Fighter pilot helmet for about the same price. Like, Darth Revan is a cool thing, right? Like, it's like, this Old Republic thing that you don't have happen that often. And then it's the TIE Fighter pilot helmet. Like, you have those exclusive dishes right there, and then the plaque. I don't know. That's certainly interesting. But I think I'm going to be ending this stream soon. Oh, what did I do to my finger? I don't know. Interesting to see some prices on some of this stuff. It's quite expensive. So, opened up some Pokemon packs yesterday for the Obsidian Flame set, and got this, which is kind of fun. Yeah, so I'll do another one of these streams tomorrow, the last one, finishing this set off. It's nice looking at some Bricklight prices and how expensive some things are. I think I certainly need to put an offer in on this 3-in-1 set. Because it seems like the cheapest one is $250, $150. Like, those sets separately sealed are already worth more than that, and Hera. How much? Okay, last little thing here. Looking at some Star Wars Rebels figures. Star Wars. No, not Star Wars. Bricks. Bricky Linky. I think I'll be going to one convention potentially this year. Brick World Detroit, I think. Let's see. I have tickets for that panel. Let's check. Minifigures. S for Star Wars, not superheroes. Super Mario. It's down here. Rebels. There's a bag of Rebels figures here. Ezra, Kanan, Blind Kanan, Chopper, Sabine, and Agent Kallus with the helmet. Okay, let's look at the price of the Order Ahsoka. Frickin'. Rex. How much is Rex? Getting up there. Okay, Brick Road. I'm gonna see if they have the tickets. The next one hasn't even. Oh yeah, it's not until Detroit. There's no way that they have those tickets up yet. Oh, they do. Okay, cool. 16 dollars. Actually, that's probably U.S., so I don't know how much they'd cost me. How much is 16? $20. Okay. Gregor. Oh, Gregor's not expensive. How much is Wolf? Wolf's a bit more. Yeah. Sato. Okay. Vader. When? Oh, okay. Yes, so. Sure. Zeb. Which is Zeb? No. 150. Target. Ooh. Grand Admiral Thrawn. How much are you? Hera. Hera Syndulla. She's getting up there a bit. Okay, interesting. Well, oh, this was the other one I wanted to check. Miss Sabine Wren with her helmet. Correct torso. No, I'm looking for the with helmet. If I go to good condition with helmet, there we go. Includes helmet, great condition. Okay. Includes her helmet with, but no hair with helmet. Okay, well that's that. Okay, I think I'm done here. That was fun. Let's see how much TIE Fighter pilot helmets are. Wow, that's an expensive set. It's nuts. So, I'll see you later.